Hello there and welcome to Club Steam Level 5. Joining me today is Mr. Aaron Rivera. Today's show, we'll be talking about Borderlands.
Borderlands.
Awesome. So welcome, Aaron. How's it going?
Hey, pretty good. How you been?
You're rocking a nice pair of specs there. I like that.
Oh, yeah.
The Glasses Club here. Are those just for look or are those prescription?
No, those are real prescription. You know,
Okay.
I have to wear
You have
glasses.
contacts normally. Okay.
No, I don't have contacts. No, I've been wearing glasses. Since I met
Really?
you, I've been wearing glasses.
Wow. I guess I just always forgot. You never, Does your me have glasses, Aaron?
Yeah, it does. My me does have glasses.
Okay. For whatever reason, I thought you didn't wear glasses. Okay. Well.
I've been wearing glasses since 2009. So.
Okay.
But yeah, I went to the optometrist a couple weeks ago and got a new prescription because I was having a lot of headaches and I was having a hard time focusing on things close up, especially playing games and computers.
So you need like bifocals for the computer.
Well, that was an option. It was like well, I can't figure out exactly why you're having these problems because your prescription looks good at long distance. Let's check it out.
I wore bifocals as a kid because I always did this trick, Aaron, where I look over my glasses.
Yeah.
Basically, I was playing a trick like I can make the font bigger by doing that.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna hit Command Plus on life.
Yeah. Well, it ended up that I couldn't focus on things close up. It's like my eyes were straining to focus on stuff. So
that's why console gaming may be healthier because you're on a couch.
Could be. Except my console is hooked up to my 32-inch TV slash monitor that's sitting right here, and I sit
so
about
you don't
2
do
feet
couch
away
gaming
from it.
regardless.
Yeah. Unless it's the Wii U. That's
go.
the couch gaming console. But, so yeah, I got this new set of glasses. I normally, I go with the thicker frame. I got this tiny frame one. I like it. It's pretty nice, lightweight. So that's just my normal glasses. Then he's like, you can either get 2 pairs or go with bifocals. I was like, I'll get the 2 pair.
Bifocals won't help you in computer games.
Yeah, so he spent another half hour, fine-tuning these close-up glasses which are here. And
So you can't see far distances with that one.
yeah, these are just close-up, within probably up to 5 feet, not any further.
That's pretty great.
And they are awesome. So I got this this coating on it that's like a UV protective coating, like anti-reflection and stuff. And I was just like, yeah, I'll keep these around home, and then whenever I play games or on my computer, I'll be able to see better. And it's
You
like
bring
I
them
can
to work though, I bet too.
Yeah, so I'll take them to work and stuff, but I can see so much better, and I can sit on my computer for hours and hours. My eyes never bother me, and with the no reflective stuff, it's just awesome. It's everything's so clear. It's awesome. So
That's great.
yeah,
Sounds like a cool little set of specs you got there.
it is.
Well,
yeah. So one more thing before we
Yeah.
get into the Borderlands talk
sure. Yeah.
is so you were having some problems with your
We've
Xbox
had some
One?
Xbox tales of the week, haven't we?
Yeah.
Both of us.
Well, see, well, I didn't really have any problems. I did. So I didn't
Okay.
play my Xbox for a long time. And whenever I came back to it, there was a problem that started happening right when I stopped playing my Xbox One.
Okay.
It was that whenever I would record a clip, there was no sound to it. And that was going on. It was making me a little bit upset because I like my friends to see my clips and stuff.
Sure.
And, but then I ended up and I told you, I'd always have to, just pull out the power cord, from time to time.
Yeah.
Because it was just really slow and things wouldn't
Now, there is a
launch.
hard reboot mode where you hold the power button for 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Probably
I think it's kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
Probably. I
Probably
don't
a
know.
safer way to do it.
Yeah, maybe. But anyway, excuse me.
Yep,
I ended up
sure.
doing a factory reset and just reinstalled all my games, and it works fine now.
That sounds like a lovely process.
It's actually pretty quick. It didn't really take very long. No, see,
Did
I
you have
didn't
to worry about your save data? Was that just automatically in the cloud?
Yes, it was already in the cloud. And the only thing I was worried about was Titanfall, but the Titanfall save is already on their servers, so you don't really have to worry about that. So, but yeah, so I didn't really lose anything. It wasn't that big of a deal for me because I only had a few games that I had bought off the store.
Yeah, I'd have
And-
400 gigabytes to download. Probably.
Yeah, so for me, it only took maybe maybe like 45
If
minutes or so.
ISP would go insane if I had to re-download my entire collection in one couple days.
And I know that Dan from the PlayStation podcast is having problems with his
challenges. You know.
I told him just do a factory reset. He doesn't want to do it.
No, I can't understand why.
Yeah.
But for him, he doesn't have that many games, so it'd take him 2 seconds. He has probably less games than you do on Xbox Classic.
I think maybe not.
Maybe not.
Maybe about the same.
Yeah, about the same. Light usage. So we've done party chat before, Aaron, but every time I try to do it with like anyone besides you, I can never just listen and talk to people in the party chat. And evidently, it's because my NAT, my NAT, for my internet is on strict mode, which means I got a private IP address and it's more closed up. And according to Xbox support pages, that means I need to call Comcast and tell them to give me a public IP address, which I attempted to do, but I was told that this is only a service offered to business accounts, in which I replied, are you telling me this consumer box in Xbox, a consumer-level product, requires me to have a non-consumer internet? And they just kept on saying, you need to talk to the business guy. And I'm still awaiting a call that I was told would come in like 4 hours ago by their manager to talk to me about this issue. But since then, I did find a YouTube video that helped me basically set up my Airport Extreme to set up a profile for my Xbox One to open up the NAT. But it's just ridiculous, Aaron, that you have to set up a profile on your internet router to enable party chat to function normally and functionally.
Yeah, it is pretty
crazy. Insane. Yeah.
And
not the best experience for a console.
And then you were talking to the people on Twitter, and
Xbox support. They're very computerized.
Yeah. So I've dealt with them before in the past a couple times.
The fast react.
Yeah, I like that they're on there, and I saw they
pointed me towards the NAT, which was good.
Yeah. But I had a problem with them in the past. I never brought it up, and I saw your conversation. I'm like, I'm going to jump in here and say something. Because you had brought up the point that's like, it's like, well, like,
this shouldn't happen to begin with.
This is the fix. Yeah,
this
but
shouldn't
why
happen
is it like
to begin
this?
with. Yeah.
And then they don't even like say anything about that.
No, if you have any problems in the future, let us know.
Yeah. And
it's like, they don't address like, oh, we'll send this up to our higher-ups to look into why in the world do you need to set up a NAT profile on your router. Because PlayStation 4 doesn't do that. That works flawlessly. Wii U doesn't do this for any of their online stuff. And I guess 360 does this. So Xbox doesn't know how to do online properly, even though they've been praised as the best online console for many years now.
And it's going to cause problems for you in the future if you ever decide to get Call of Duty, because in Call of Duty, if you have like a strict NAT, it's like you will never find a game. You'll never be able to play with your friends because you'll never be able to get in. So
Comcast was telling me, no, you can't do that. You need a business account. It's like, okay. So by default, I have to do this crazy router hack. And if my IP address changes in the future, which, I'm probably sure it will, I'll have to redo this hack to follow the new IP address.
Yeah.
Anyways, this will be a discussion on Club Xbox next week about how crazy this stuff is. But anyways, today we're going to talk about happier stuff in the mythical land of Borderlands.
Oh, Borderlands is real.
Really? What planet is it on?
It's on Pandora.
From Avatar?
No. This is
a different Pandora. In a different galaxy?
Yeah. We'll go ahead and say it's in a different galaxy. I don't know.
Do they use cassette tapes there, like in Guardians of the Galaxy?
They do have some kind of tape thing. It's not a cassette tape, but
okay.
Yeah.
I was joking on Twitter. Guardians of the Galaxy 2. They'll open up with a quest of them searching out for AA batteries because his cassette tape ran dry.
Yeah. He has to have some rechargeables in there.
Yeah. Anyways, where do you want to start with Borderlands? Because I have a Vita now, Aaron. And Borderlands 2 is kind of a big deal in the Vita.
It is, yeah. Well, Borderlands, it's still one of my favorite games. Like, I don't really know exactly where it falls. I just know that I really like it.
I've heard it has a similar feel to Destiny.
I don't know.
Like the shooting. Oh, you never played the beta, did you?
No, I was trying to wait to give it a full, new experience on September 9th.
So you'll be getting an Xbox One version, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Man, I gotta buy both versions. This is crazy. I kind of almost have to.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to. I don't know. We'll see.
But this game, I really like the series, and they're coming out with Borderlands, the pre-sequel.
That's such a trolling title. I love
well, if you play the game, it fits in with the feel of the game. Like
the jokey kind of.
Yeah, it's really funny and stuff. So, but yeah, it's coming out on October 14th, and this weekend on Steam they had free Borderlands 2 through the weekend. And if you decide to purchase it, it's only $5, so that's pretty good.
Oh, nice.
And then you can get the the one with the season pass. I believe was like $10. You can get all the DLC and stuff.
Now Vita, let's see how much Borderlands 2 is. Probably like 20 or something. Now, have you played Borderlands 1 or 2 up to this point?
I've played them both. I've already played through. I played through 1 so many times. I played through 2 about 2 times. I'm on my 3rd playthrough right now.
And both of them feature a nice single-player campaign.
Oh
besides the multiplayer stuff.
It's really just a single-player game where people can join in. So people can join into your world at any time. Your friends, not just anyone. But
okay, that is kind of similar to how Destiny works, where you're playing these single-player missions and friends can jump in.
Yeah. You can also join, on online lobbies and just play with people. Random people, but
Aaron, Borderlands 2, $40 on Vita, full game and add-on content.
Yeah, it's not worth
$5, man. That's a good deal.
$5.
I'll be waiting until that goes on flash sale at Borderlands.
Yeah. So what I wanted to talk about it was do a quick run through of the stories, and then kind of talk a little bit about what I know about the pre-sequel.
Okay, we should mention pre-sequel. That's a PS3 game. Is that accurate?
Yeah, it's not coming to the new or to the next gen console.
That's
it's only
going
crazy.
That's like the last big game for that console, probably.
Yeah, it's going to the 360, PlayStation 3, and PC.
And then Borderlands 1, was that a PS3 game? Is that where that game started?
It was PS3 and 360.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it was this last gen. It wasn't like the PS2 era. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's dive into the story.
Yeah. So this game has the first one. I believe that they were really focusing on trying. Well, I don't know what they were focusing on. It wasn't the story for sure, but 2 and the pre-sequel seems like they really focus on the story because they already had everything in place. As far as how the game feels and everything, like they already set the tone in the first one. So, the story starts off. You're a vault hunter, is what it's called, and basically on this planet Pandora, it's kind of like I guess the best way to put it is like a Western kind of frontier. So it's a new civilization on this planet Pandora, and there is a rumor that there's a vault on the planet, and people have heard that the vault has all kinds of treasure in it, and everyone wants it. So,
sounds like the Wild Wild West, but in space.
Yeah, it is.
That's awesome.
So everyone wants this treasure, and they need the key to get into the vault. So you show up on the planet trying to find the vault yourself. You and 3 other vault hunters. So you ride in, and like Borderlands is known for like its intros at this point. So this intro to the game starts out, and there's a skag, which is their kind of dogs. They're like really vicious animal on the planet, and like this bus rides in and hits it, and it's playing this nice rock song, and kills the skag, and you ride in, and then this dude on the bus, he's like, hey, like, we're here, who's getting off? And that's when you choose your character. And you have 4 to choose from. You have the soldier, whose name's Roland. His special ability is a turret. He's good with shotguns and like rifles. And then you have Mordecai, and his special ability is he has this bird called Bloodwing that he can sick out on the people and it'll attack them. He's good with snipers.
Did the bird get killed?
No, the bird can't get killed.
Okay.
But he has snipers and pistols are his primary weapons. And then there is Lilith, who is the siren, and she can like phase shift is what it's called. So she can go like invisible and like run through things and like do a bunch of damage and stuff. And she's good with like smaller guns, like what are they called? SMGs and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, and then there's Brick, who is he's just a really big guy, and he's really powerful, and he is best if he's not using guns, so he'll punch people and stuff.
So I didn't like the first or the last guy, because I like shotguns.
Yeah.
And I like melee. I just like beating the crap out of someone with my fist. Or,
yeah. I always play as Roland. He's my favorite dude. So.
What's the second one?
No, Roland's the first guy with the soldier with the turret.
Yep,
and
soldier.
Stuff, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I like that shotgun.
And so, yeah, I chose Roland. And basically, you hop off the bus, and there's this little robot there, and his name's Claptrap. And Claptrap is this crazy little dude. He's got a high-pitched voice. He's really annoying. But anyway, he basically, you know, kind of gives you like an intro, and like this is Pandora and stuff. And you're still in search of the vault. So in order to get some information about it, because you're like totally new to Pandora, you have no idea what's going on. You try to get, you try to help the citizens by doing odd jobs for them and like raise your rep and stuff, so that way they'll start to trust you and tell you what they know. And along the way, you start to, like, as you help out these citizens, they start to tell you things, and you start to find out where the vault pieces may be held. So you start to beat certain enemies and stuff. The first one that you fight is Sledge. You go
so is it assumed, like everyone knows where this vault is, they just can't get into it?
No one knows where the vault is.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, and then so you kill this guy named Sledge, and you take his piece of the vault key. And then there is like an Atlas Corporation. So one of the things about this game is there's a whole bunch of different companies that are it's kind of like the West was when like the railroad was out there, and a whole bunch of different companies are going out there and they're trying to claim stake to certain parts of the land. Mm-hmm. You know, so they have Atlas, Tedior, Hyperion, and stuff like that. So like one of these is trying to claim all the loot on Pandora, like inside the vault, saying, you know, if anyone finds it, it belongs to us. We were here first, and stuff. So, yeah, that comes up, and all along the way, like when you first get off the bus, this little computer thing pops up in your face and is like, "Hey, I'm gonna guide you along. I need you to like find the vault." You know, she's helping you out along the way, telling you where to go and stuff.
You're Navi of the game.
Yeah. So then you meet this woman in this city called New Haven, and her name's Helena Pierce, and she tells you some more about the vault keys and stuff, and they want you to find it. And then you meet this woman. She's crazy.
Now, to get to these vault keys, is it like a temple before you get to the boss? Is it kind of a Zelda feel with that?
Yeah, it's like the world is like this wide open map, and you have these smaller areas where it's like if you're trying to find a vault key piece, then you kind of go in the smaller area and you're working your way through and fighting a bunch of enemies. It's not really like a temple. It's just or like a level. It's just an area.
There's no puzzles you need to solve to get to the boss.
There's small puzzles, but they're really easy. It's like go over here, switch this lever, and it'll put this bridge down. That's about it.
So, do people like the feel of the gunplay in this game so much?
Yeah.
What's the appeal to this game?
That's what it focuses on. Is like, you know, it's a first-person shooter, and you have all these different guns, and there are so many guns. They're like randomly generated guns. So as you level up, you always try to find more weapons and stuff, and it's really fast-paced combat, and it has a lot of things in it that I haven't seen in some other games before this. Like, if you lose all your health, well, you have a shield, and you can always upgrade your shield and stuff. You level up, and you get your like more health and stuff. But if you lose all your health and stuff, you'll drop down to a knee, and you have so long to like kill like a person or whatever, and then you'll get a second wind and stand up again. Okay. And so, yeah, that's pretty cool. So you can play it through yourself, and you can also play with other people, and you can, like, when more people join your game, it gets a lot harder, and makes it a lot of fun.
Interesting. That'd be easier when you have more people helping you.
No, it gets harder because things will go up higher levels. Huh. So, yeah. But, yeah, then you meet this woman named Patricia Tanis, and she has been on the planet for a long time, and she, you find her, like, audio recordings along the way, and you start to get the sense that she's kind of crazy. And she tells you where there's another piece to the key. So you're on your way to find the key, and you meet this other guy named Crom, and then you go meet this other guy named Baron Flint. But then you open up the little piece where the this little chest where the key's supposed to be, and it's not there, and you find out that Tannis lied to you, and she had been taking all your pieces along the way because you were giving them to her so that she could hold on to them, and she gave them to Atlas Corporation. And so then you're like, no, I gotta go stop them from opening the vault. And so then you go find the vault, and you find out, or like right when you get there, they're just opening it up, and there's this huge monster inside, and you have to kill them.
It sounds similar to Knack in some ways.
Yeah,
it's similar. Yeah.
So you kill this giant monster, and you get all these weapons and money and stuff that was in there, and that was about it. There wasn't really a whole lot of treasure. People thought there was going to be a lot of treasure.
How much of a challenge does this first game have to it?
It's pretty challenging because the story is real quick, but there's a lot of side quests, and you can't really just run through the game because you have to do a lot of side missions in order to level up. Yeah, and there's a lot of areas that you can't really get into. You can't just you can basically get to the entire world from the start, but you can't go to certain areas because the things will be too high levels and they'll kill you right away.
Now, is there an easy mode? What's the difficulty settings?
There's only one difficulty, but it's not hard.
Okay.
It's not hard or anything. It's just, you have to level up and spend your time purchasing weapons and stuff like that.
Okay.
But yeah, once you beat the thing inside the vault, the little computer thing that was talking to you admits it was like, oh, I did this because I knew that you were the only one that could really, do anything about the vault. And apparently the vault opens once every 200 years, and there's a monster inside. And she's like, thanks for stopping this one from opening. And
it's like the last crusade. I get the knight that's been there his whole life. And...
yeah. And then it's the end of the game, and it pulls back from the planet, shows Pandora, and then you see this ominous Hyperion satellite looking down on you, and you're like, what's this all about? That's the end of the game.
And that's where Borderlands 2 would pick up, right?
Yeah, so then Borderlands 2 starts out, and it's a new set of Vault Hunters. And
so, has there been a Borderlands 3 that's been talked about at all?
Well, I think there's going to be one.
Yeah.
But it's just, we haven't really heard anything yet. So.
Okay.
But yeah, Borderlands 2 starts out, and you find out what that Hyperion satellite was all about. Is that the Hyperion Corporation is run by this guy named Jack, and basically there's a whole new set of Vault Hunters. So of course you have the soldier. He has a turret again. He's a new guy, and then there's this little short guy who can now hold 2 weapons, and he's kind of like Brick, but
so there's no continuation of characters.
No.
Do you grow attached to the character you play as? Really?
You do grow attached to the character in some ways,
okay.
But it's not so bad that you switch to another one. You'll find out why.
Okay.
But then they have the Siren again, but she can, instead of doing like this, I don't know, whatever it's called, the thing where she can kind of walk through people and stuff, the phase shift thing or whatever. She instead can control I don't know, like land and stuff. Like she kind of will lift people up and throw things at them and stuff. So yeah, pretty interesting. Cool. And then there is this guy named Zero, and he has a sword and sniper rifle and stuff, and he's just, I don't know, he's kind of weird. But yeah, then basically it starts out and you're on this train to try to kill Jack. You're trying to stop him because he's trying to find the vault. And you're a Vault Hunter, of course you don't want him to have it, but he also doesn't like Vault Hunters, so you're trying to kill Jack with all the other Vault Hunters, but he blows up the train that you're on, and that's where the game starts. And you're found, or Claptrap, the same Claptrap, finds you, and he takes you to the city of Sanctuary to meet Roland, because Roland is now the leader of the Crimson Lance. I believe that's what it's called. And they are kind of leading the fight against Hyperion, because Hyperion's kind of trying to control the planet. Yeah. But Roland was kidnapped.
Now, is this a different vault that they're breaking into?
Yeah, this is a different vault. So along the way you find out, oh wait, there's more than one vault on Pandora. So there's all these different monsters and stuff.
Is it a jungle-y kind of atmosphere?
No, there's no jungles. It's just these different kind of landscapes. So you have like snow and kind of
desert.
Yeah, there's like a desert area. There's like a grassland stuff. It's not really a whole lot of different places, but there's a few. Yeah.
Okay.
Most of it is just kind of like a dirt, kind of like really dry kind of place, and then there's like a lot of cities kind of popping up out of like the middle of the place. Yeah. So Roland's kidnapped, and you're trying to find him, and then when you go to Sanctuary, you run into all these people from the first game, like the guy who drove the bus is there, Dr. Zed, who is like a medical dude, he's there, and Scooter, who makes all the cars, he's all there. So you'll run into them. And then while you're helping to rescue Roland, you run into Lilith from the first game. She's one of the other characters. You save Roland, and you go find Mordecai, the same guy from the first game, and and he helps you with this other woman named Tiny Tina to stop this train where the vault key is on. But instead, there's this giant robot named Wilhelm, and was sent there by Jack. And you kill Wilhelm, and you take his power core because the key wasn't on there. And you're like, hey, I can use this power core to put a shield over the city. But it was Jack's plan all along. And it takes down the shield around the city, and he starts firing on the city. And when that happens, then you teleport the city out. It teleports away because it was built onto this mining ship, so you're able to send this somewhere else.
That's
cool. And then along the way, to get back to the city, you run into Brick, and Brick from the first game. And then you finally get to Jack's city, and you find the person who's been talking to you all along, the little computer thing, is this woman. Her name's Angel. And if I remember right, she's Jack's daughter, or
she's not
or
a stripper now, is she?
No.
Oh, okay.
But
Angel is a very
yeah.
You gotta watch out, you know.
Yeah.
But I was just looking up on how long to beat. I guess they're not short games. The first one was 23 hours is the average. So,
yeah, because you have to do a lot of side quests before you can actually
most
progress.
Games like this are like 12-hour experiences, right?
Yeah, pretty quick.
Yeah. So that's kind of interesting that this is a longer form game.
Yeah. But yeah, you find her, and there's some kind of close relationship between her and Jack, and she's like, you got to stop Jack because he's using
like
me.
A brother-sister relationship or a romantic one.
I couldn't tell. It's like it wasn't like a romantic for sure, but it was like I think they might have been related or something.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And Jack is basically using her powers to get into the vault, and she's like, "You got to stop him. You got to kill me because he's going to use me to get into the vault." So you kill her, and Jack's really mad, and then Jack kills Roland. I'm ruining all the story here.
Yeah, you really are. This is definitely a spoiler cast. But I guess you do not play this game for the story, really. It's kind of just the mechanics.
Yeah, it's more about just playing the game. But yeah, he kills Roland, captures Lilith, and he takes off. And you catch up to him at the vault, and he's opening up the vault. Now, this specific vault, when you open it, if you are the one that has the vault key, the monster inside, you can control it, or it'll kind of follow your commands. So it's just giant rock kind of dragon thing, and you have to kill it, and then you kill Jack, and the end.
Oh.
Yep.
No cliffhanger.
There wasn't really any cliffhanger in this one, but it yeah.
There's always more vaults.
There's always more, yeah. Because they did say that there were tons of vaults on Pandora, so.
Okay.
Yeah, and each one opens every 200 years, so.
Is there a multiplayer Sorry. Is there a multiplayer component besides just players joining your single player missions?
Nope. That's it.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
I would have figured there'd be multiplayer.
Yeah, so I mean it's one of those games, even though it's a first-person shooter, you don't really feel like you have to compete. It's more fun to do co-op with people, so...
Sounds a lot like Destiny, Aaron.
Yeah.
A lot of similar trends.
Yeah.
Noticing. This is cool.
But yeah, this one was around before Destiny, so.
Yes, it was. Destiny was said to be inspired by Borderlands, Halo, and other franchises.
Yeah. I don't know.
So what does it look like? What are the graphics like? What is
so the graphics thing was really interesting to me because at first I didn't really like it, and now I really do.
Kind of like how people really didn't like Wind Waker at first.
Yeah.
They love it.
Yeah. It is a very similar art style, but it's a little more realistic, so it's kind of that cel-shaded look, but everything has this black comic book outline, which is pretty interesting. It has really high contrast, and the color scheme that it uses is like certain areas that we were talking about, like in the snow area, it'll mostly be all white and blue looking. If you're in like a city, it'll mostly be all like stone and kind of gray. But then you have like things like your weapons and things that really stand out because they're really brightly colored, and the vehicles are really bright and stuff. And when you're in fights and stuff, there's a lot going on. So, like your weapon could be shooting rockets out at the same time. There's like explosions and blood and stuff, and yeah, it's pretty crazy. And the PC version has this feature in Borderlands 2 called PhysX, which basically makes all these extra things kind of come in. So if you shoot the ground, like dirt will actually fly up in clumps and stuff, and when you shoot something, like blood actually flies out, or when you shoot like a what do you call it? There's this stuff called slag, and it's in like a purple barrel. When you shoot it, it'll like spread out over the ground and it'll ooze out and stuff, and that's not in any of the other versions. So.
It's not even in the on live version that streams down to your on live box.
Nope.
Man, I would have figured the streaming version of the game would be the best one.
Yeah.
Just saying.
So yeah, it still looks really good. Yeah. It still looks really good though. Borderlands 1 has a lot of features in it, like the look isn't as complex as Borderlands 2, but it has a lot of things in there that you can customize in the PC version specifically. That like bloom and like the depth of field and stuff, and it'll make things look more realistic. Which is pretty nice.
Now the different characters. Have you played around with all 4 of them?
I have. I don't really like.
Do the jumps feel different between the characters?
They do. Yeah. So
are like some more floaty than others?
No, not really more floaty. It's just kind of like the height of the character. So you have like a short dude, it's a little bit harder for him to jump higher. Okay. But yeah, there's not really a whole lot of differences between the characters besides their height.
Okay. In Destiny, the jump is radically different between the characters. Only one really feels right when I played it.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. They're basically the same just for height.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah. We've talked about a lot of stuff in between, just kind of like it's really fast paced, a lot of weapons. That's really what you focus on during the entire game.
Checkpoints frequent in this game? If you get killed,
go and
replay stuff.
So there's checkpoints. There are these little towers, and they're controlled by Hyperion, which is interesting. That you kind of walk by these stations. You don't really have to do anything. Once you get close enough, it'll automatically set that as your checkpoint. And if you get killed, you'll respawn at that area.
How frequent are those?
They're pretty frequent. Yeah.
Okay. Because that doesn't annoy me when games make you replay like 30 minutes at a time.
Yeah, you don't have to replay anything. It'll basically save everything that you did. You'll just respawn at this area. And,
so enemies will be dead.
Yeah, all the enemies that you killed will be dead, but if you were right in the middle of fighting something, it will have all its health back.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, if you respawn at one of these things, it takes a percentage of how much money you have. So, yeah, it could cost a lot.
Style almost.
Yeah.
Cool.
But yeah, that's basically the game. If you haven't played it, you go check it out. Very cool. It's awesome.
It's on Mac. It's on Windows.
Yeah.
PS3, 360, it's Windows, and on Live. So, I would not recommend the on Live version. Do you think these are good candidates for a big HD remaster collection on PS4 one day?
Oh yeah, definitely. Because, like Borderlands 1, it came out about the middle of the cycle for the last gen, and it was. I mean, it still looks good, but not as good as it could have been for sure. Borderlands 2, they did add a lot to it, but I still feel like they were holding back. And I've just seen the trailer for the pre-sequel, and it looks like, I mean, it's still on the last gen, but it looks much more complex. There's a lot more stuff on there. Yeah,
that's cool. Is the pre-sequel a full-out game, or is it kind of a small?
It's a full game. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Huh.
So,
I would have figured it'd be a shorter experience. I guess not.
No.
Cool.
Oh, and one of the things we were talking about, the side quests and stuff. It's pretty interesting in these games. They have a lot of really funny side quests. So, one of them, for example, is like Borderlands 2. Tannis, who was from the first one, she tells you about these people, these like mutants that live in the sewer, and she needs you to go take this pizza to them so you can lure them out, and then you have to kill them. And it's the
There's
Ninja
pizza
Turtles.
in this world, Aaron?
Yeah, and it's like the 4 Ninja Turtles, and pretty funny.
It's pretty great. Is the soundtrack any good?
There's not really. Well, there is some music, but it's really not like it doesn't stand out or anything. No. It just kind of fits like wherever you are, you know.
Okay.
Like if you're in like a city, there might be a little bit of background music, but it's really just long notes, just kind of drawn out. It's not really
atmospheric.
Yeah. There you go.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Anything else worth noting on Borderlands?
Yeah, there's these challenges, which in Borderlands 1 didn't really do much. You're just like, hey, look, I got all the challenges done, but not that big deal. In Borderlands 2, whenever you complete a challenge, like for example, it might be kill so many of this one thing, and you kill 10 of them, and then you'll get a token. And you can spend those tokens towards certain things for your character, like more health, or you do like more damage with this weapon or whatever. Like, so you can add all these percentage to your things. So it's pretty nice.
It's cool.
And Borderlands 2 has a lot of customization that you can do with your character. Like you can get different clothing and different faces and stuff. And yeah,
I personally could not care less about customization. You know, I don't.
But when you're playing with a lot of people, you kind of want to have your person stand out, because if they're playing as the same character as you don't want to look the same.
Well, how many characters can you play with at once?
4. But you can still have, all 4 people could be the same person.
Right.
So.
Yeah. Okay. That's cool.
But yeah, that's
now, do the different characters, is it beneficial to play one of each? Do they play off each other well? Like, you have the sniper
they
backing
do.
up
Yeah.
the other one and so
Yeah, like it's nice to have like the sniper that kind of stands back, and the soldier that can always, because his turret is really helpful. So with 4 people, you can throw it on your turret. If you have a shield over it, people can kind of get inside your shield and they can get health and stuff.
Now, does it work like you're hosting the game and going through your story? Is that the people that join you, are they just doing it for fun, or is their story progressing simultaneously?
They are doing the exact same thing that you are.
So when they jump in, they're
with you. Like, you can only be in one area at a time. So like if you start out a story quest, they're doing it with you, and if they complete it with you, they get the completion in their game as well.
Oh, okay, because it's non-sequential, the areas. So that
no, it is sequential though. So that's why it's like if they jump in and you're like a level 30 and they're like level 20 and they haven't gotten to where you are yet, it'll still, like, they'll still get things for completing that mission, but it won't count towards their story. But if they join your game and they're at the same story mission as you and they do it, then they'll get, like, it'll complete in their game as well. But side quests, it will automatically complete in their game. Like, if they have that side, like, I mean, if they can go get that side quest, it'll complete it for them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So that's basically it. You should play it, because I know you haven't played it, and it's really good.
I'll add to my GameFly queue.
Yeah.
It's there's so many games on PS3 that I need to play.
Yeah.
So, Half-Life. Are you still enjoying it?
Yeah, so I had some problems with the game. So as you know, I was going to play the Black Mesa, which is the fan-made mod. Yeah.
Mod, yeah.
And I was playing that, and it was skipping. It was just kind of like choppy every once in a while, and I couldn't figure out what was going on.
You got a super fast computer, Aaron.
Yeah, and apparently it just doesn't work with Twitch. If you're streaming to Twitch, the game just lags and is terrible. So that's what it was. So I got to play this without streaming. So, but yeah, I was playing it, and I got a little ways into it, and it's awesome. It's I mean, it looks really good. I should show some of the screenshots next week, but yeah, the textures on there are really high res. Basically, at this point, what I've done is I'm this dude named Gordon Freeman, and apparently he works at Black Mesa, and he does like science, I guess. He is like the test subject, or not the test subject, but he's the one who goes into test chambers to do stuff while stuff's going on. So he's wearing this suit, and they're like, push this thing into this thing, and you push it in there, and then it goes all crazy, and the room starts exploding and stuff, and then you teleport out to some weird area, and there's like 4 aliens that walk up to you, and they're just like staring at you, and then you teleport back, and you're like, what was that all about? And the whole Black Mesa is like destroyed, things are exploding, and you make your way around. You're like, what happened here? I don't know what happened. People are dead. There's these little alien things that are like jumping on people's faces, and they're starting to control their bodies, and you go find a gun, and you start killing aliens, and there are these like the same green aliens that like walked up to you in the beginning are like shooting electricity at you, and it's crazy. And basically, I'm just trying like to navigate my way through Black Mesa and find out what's going on. I don't know, but yeah, it's a lot of fun.
So evidently, Aaron, this game is available for the PlayStation 2.
It is, yeah. It's also available on, I want to say maybe PS3, but I know for sure it's on 360. Well, no, wait. At least so. Half-Life 2. Half-Life 2 is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, Half-Life 1 is just PS2 as far as consoles.
Okay. Yeah.
It's $10 on eBay. I might play this game.
Might check it out, yeah. It's going to look
really
bad.
They got good reviews, you know, 9 on the PS2 version.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've heard this is one of the best games. People think it's one of the best games of all time.
So I might have to get PS2.
Yeah. But yeah, it's so far, you know, I'm not that far into it because I had a lot of problems. I couldn't figure out what was going on, but I've been playing it, and I think I'm really going to enjoy this because at first I was worried about the mouse and keyboard controls, but kind of fell into the game. And
it doesn't use controller.
Yeah, no controller.
That's why I need the PS2 version. PS2 for life. Anyways.
Yeah.
Anything else on Half-Life this week?
Nope. I'll have some more progress next week.
Okay. What about The Crew?
Oh, so The Crew. Have you heard about this game?
It's a racing game. Drive across a smaller version of the United States that's only like 1/10 or 1/20th of the United States.
Pretty good job, though, for having like no loading screens.
Because I want, Aaron, The Crew 2, the entire navigational system in the U.S. They could partner with Google Maps to make that happen.
That'd be insane.
That's what I want. I want to be able to drive to my mom's house, then go to my dad's house, my brother's house. I want to just be able to drive all over the country.
Yeah.
Great. But that's not what The Crew is.
It did a pretty good job, though.
It's all the big cities, right?
Yeah. And you have different sections, like the Midwest, you can travel through and stuff.
Does that just degrade you that the Midwest? Luckily, drive through the Midwest, this flat, boring area of the country that no one
likes. You just get a little section. But yeah. Then they have the South. You can drive through the South.
That's where you get shot at by all the people with their shotguns.
Yep.
Now, when's this coming out?
So this was, I want to say it was November something. 11,
they doing a beta of this thing?
Yeah, there's a beta that actually starts tomorrow. Or wait, no, today. Today's the 24th. It starts today. It goes through this week. I did not get the beta because you had to pre-purchase it to get the beta, and I'm not doing that.
I hate that.
Yep.
Pre-purchase the game to try a buggier version of the game.
Yeah. But apparently people are really liking it. I think it looks really cool. I haven't really been into any racing games for a long time, and it's hard for me to find one that I like.
There's a lot to pick from this season, Karen. Yeah. You got Forza
Horizon
2.
Yeah.
We got Drive Club, which will be free for PS4 owners. And we've got The Crew. So 4 games very similar in my mind. You know, Forza's going to have clubs where you join and kind of build your own crew there. In Drive Club, I mean, it's a club. I mean, in The Crew, it's a crew. So it seems like they're all 3 pretty similar.
Yeah. But The Crew really got me by this one trailer that I watched. I was like,
yeah, watch out on those trailers here. Those are dangerous.
I know, but I don't care. So, like, sometimes I will get a game just for one trailer. It's like, I saw this, it looked awesome, I have to get it. But it's the whole idea of the game was how it focuses on, you know, you meet up with your friends and you just play together, drive around and do stuff, and that just seems
That's
really
what those
cool.
other 2 games are, though.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't hear about those in that way. It was like, it seems like those games, that's a part of the game. But it's like The Crew.
No,
like,
they're pretty much fully integrated, just as this one is.
Okay.
As far as all the explanations I've heard of the other.
But it's not named The Crew. It's not in the title. It's not
Drive
Forza,
Club. You got a club.
friends.
You got a club of people driving, and it's a club.
That's true. Yeah.
And in Forza, you're able to make like 1,000-person clubs. So we can have like a Club Xbox club, and everyone can just hang out in Forza.
Well, I'm going to be getting The Crew. So.
Yeah?
And it looks awesome. And if you want to see the trailer that got me hooked to this game, go check it out. It's on YouTube. It's called, if you look up The Crew, Coast to Coast Trailer is what it's called.
See, the sad part, Aaron, is your crew probably can't interact with my crew on PS4.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah,
see, that's the sucky part, you know. Well,
but you're always on your Xbox 3 or on like your Xbox One now. I see you all the time.
I know.
So.
It's a hard balance between the two. I mean, every night this week I've put in about 2 hours into my second playthrough of Last of Us. So I've played probably more substantial PS4 this last week, but my Xbox One is just always on because of the non-gaming stuff it does as well.
Yeah.
But I am playing games on Xbox for sure. Yeah, I wish on the Xbox, Aaron, there'd be a way, because the Xbox One, it's like always on. I wish there'd be a way to say I'm ready to party, or I'm
ready to party.
I'm ready to party. So like, I feel bad when I don't accept party invites, and it's like I'm just trying to relax and wind down for the day.
Well, you can go to like offline mode to where people can't see you.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll do
Sometimes I'll do that. I'm playing with people. I'm just letting people know right now, if you're watching and I'm playing Titanfall with you and I disappear because we lose a game, it might be that I'm still playing by myself.
You just don't want to lose with that person.
I just don't want to lose. I hate losing. So.
See, I don't care in Titanfall if I win or lose. It doesn't really have any impact.
It will once you get to a Gen 8. You got to win 100 games. So.
Okay. I'm still working on Gen 1.
Yeah.
I'm at level 40, so we're getting close.
Getting there.
Yeah, I guess there's 10 gens, so.
Yeah.
Nice. Did you see Titanfall this weekend on, I shouldn't tell you this, on Steam or whatever?
Yeah, I know. It was free.
And then like half off if you wanted to buy it?
Yeah.
But you already have an Xbox One, you don't need this crap.
Yeah, like I've been tempted to get it on the PC, but I already got it.
You've already progressed so far on the Xbox.
Yeah, and that's the one thing. Like if I was maybe like a Gen 2 or 3, I'm like, I can do it.
It's an Xbox game, Aaron. You don't want to play this thing on PC. Come on.
I could use my Xbox controller and it'll look better.
PC Master Race.
It looks so much better. When you see it, you'll know what I'm talking about.
Aaron, I could care less.
Oh, whatever. You have that big projector. You know how
things
crazy.
look glorious on it, Aaron.
Yeah, but just imagine having
Aaron,
this thing that's
I've
so
watched
much
Blu-rays,
more powerful.
I've watched iTunes streaming in HD. I don't really notice that much difference between Blu-ray and iTunes.
Oh, whatever. Blu-rays do look better than iTunes.
They do. It's just not a difference where I care substantially more about. Anyways, that's a discussion that we can have every time because
every week we're gonna have.
Because I will always vote for convenience and relaxation over.
But that's the thing; it's all on how you set it up, and the PC has versatility.
PC will always be a frustration-filled environment for me.
You can have. Like
I was going to say, it reminds me
HDMI.
too much of work. Like,
you
when I go
have
home,
an
I don't want to
HDMI
touch...
cable plugged into your projector and plugged into your monitor, and it's two separate systems at that point. It's like, hey, look,
like,
I got...
computer equals work. I don't want to use my laptop except for work. And
what do you think the Xbox One is? It's just a big
It's
computer.
a console.
It's a computer.
It's a console. It's a console.
It can run Windows 8 if it wants to.
I don't want it to, though. That's the thing.
It
Anyways,
basically is.
I think that's enough for one day.
Well, we got to do our little section about what's on Steam right now.
Let's do it. We got 3 minutes until Club Nintendo.
Right, so I've just pulled it up here. Let's see what's going on. We got, of course, we already talked about this. Borderlands 2 is free through this weekend. I believe it ends today. So 75% off. You can get that, I think, through tomorrow at noon. So you might want to hurry up. Dishonored, play it free through today, and until tomorrow. You can get it for 75% off, and it's a really
that
good
one's
game.
free on 360 this month if you're a gold member.
Very cool.
Just FYI.
You can still pre-purchase Fable Anniversary. Yeah, don't do it. You can still pre-purchase The Crew and get access to the beta. Apparently. Let's see. Oh, Civilization. You can pre-purchase that. Everything's pre-purchase apparently.
Pre-purchase.
I hate this. But yeah, let's see. What else do we have on here? Pre-sequel. You can pre-purchase that. But yeah, let's some of the top-selling games right now, of course, are Borderlands 2. We got BioShock. You can get all 3 BioShock games. BioShock 1, 2, and BioShock Infinite for $10.19.
See, on Sony, you can get BioShock 1 and BioShock 2 and BioShock Infinite for $10 a piece.
Oh, yeah.
It's a better deal, Aaron. It's a better deal.
It's not a better deal. $10 a piece?
Yours is better deal.
Oh, okay. Okay, yes.
Yeah.
Let's see.
But I'll
what
just
else
use
we got.
GameFly and not pay anything.
Yeah.
Well, I'll pay my rental fee.
You can get the Darksiders franchise, the entire franchise, for $10.
I love this. Like, Sony's have their flash sale. Get Darksiders 2 for $10. Oh, we'll get you the whole franchise on Steam. No problem.
Let's see. This game, the Invisible Ink. I don't know what it's all about, but I've seen it like everywhere, and right now it's on sale 20% off, $15.99.
That's pretty cool.
Darksiders 2 is also on sale for $4.50. So
What? Wait! You just said the whole franchise for $10, but you can just get Darksiders 2 individually for $4.50.
Yep.
Aaron.
Yeah.
Man, Sony's flash sale really does suck. Right?
Well, I don't know why consoles are more expensive. It doesn't. Ran through some problems here. We'll see if Tim gets back in here. In the meantime, I will just try to fill in a little bit here. Let's see. We have Assassin's Creed. You can still pre-order that. Oh, I was just going through a little bit more of the pre-purchase stuff.
Yeah, my trackpad actually went backwards.
But yeah, that's basically it. I think we should wrap it up.
Yeah, definitely. Cool. Well, anyways, where can folks find you on the interwebs, Mr. Aaron?
You can find me everywhere, including Xbox Live, Twitter, Miiverse, Steam, YouTube at AL Rivera 423.
Very cool. My handle everywhere.
Twitch.
Oh, yeah, Twitch as well. My handle everywhere is TCHATEN. Twitter, Instagram, Miiverse, PSN, Xbox Live, and YouTube. Of course, we can watch the video versions of these podcasts. We stream these out 8 p.m. Eastern on Sundays over there. And please review the show on iTunes. That'd be greatly appreciated. Also, if you've got a Windows phone, we're now in the Windows Phone Marketplace. So check out Club Steam on your Windows phone. Cool. If you're on the live stream, we'll be back in a minute or two for Club Nintendo, level 67. And until next time, thanks for watching or listening, and back next time. Bye-bye.
See ya.